Hi Aries, thank you for joining me for your March love reading. For those who are new to tarot, or if you just want to check out my recording schedule or the card decks that I've used or anything else about my channel, then you can check out my descriptions box below or my pinned comment. There you can find an extensive list of information, and it means that I can get straight into your reading. Okay, so this is for Aries Collective in Love for the month of March. Aries, please. Ooh, okay. So Aries, you've got Spirit Guide. Now, straight away, I mean, this card basically speaks for itself, doesn't it? The chances are quite high that the individual that you're dealing with in love could well be a member of your soul tribe, okay? They could be. Whenever this card comes out, and it doesn't come out very often, it indicates that there is heavy spiritual presence around you at this time. And there's usually a really, really good reason for it, okay? So it would tell me that you're dealing with a situation that isn't the usual type of situation. You know, it's something very intense, very deep, very meaningful. It's something that you feel on a soul level, okay? Pay very, very close attention to the signs and synchronicities that you're coming face to face with, okay? Because they will be messages from your spirit guides, your ancestors, the universe, whichever name you prefer to give it. It doesn't really make a difference because it's all part of the same thing. But you are receiving spiritual messages, and it's important that you pay attention to these messages and signs that you're getting. You're being divinely guided, protected. You're being led towards a certain situation or a certain individual. It's an energy where anything could happen. Okay, it's a very serendipitous vibe. Keep your eyes and ears open. Pay attention, of course. And I'm feeling with this one that you can expect a really bizarre set of circumstances that is not going to make sense straight away, but in a couple of months' time, it's going to make more sense. So a really unexpected set of circumstances is in your energies right now, Aries, and it feels like it's been divinely orchestrated to a certain extent, so that specifically you can come face to face with a particular individual that is somehow going to help you on your spiritual journey. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to start pulling your tarot, and with this being your mid-month reads, the mid-month reads on my channel are engineered towards love and romance, okay? The reads at the beginning of the month on my channel are engineered more towards yourself, okay? Right, so this is going to be all about your person. How is Aries person currently seeing Aries? Interesting. Your person sees you Ace of Wands. So it's Aries, Leo, Sag energy. That's passion. It's the desires. It's the drive to succeed. All that good stuff. So someone sees you as being very driven, passionate. You're very sure of yourself, which is different from cocky and arrogant, okay? You're very certain about the direction that you're heading. And it came out with the High Priestess. It's moon energy. So your person sees that you're being very secretive. You're not giving much of anything away at this time. If you're wondering why I took that one, it did a huge jump. Okay, I don't know if it was picked up on camera or not. And then you've got the Three of Wands, and that is your energy, Aries. It's Sun in Aries energy. Expectations, future proofing, future planning, there's a lot going on for you, basically. Someone around you has noticed it, and they've noticed that you're being quite secretive right now about your plans pertaining to your future. So you're being careful. Someone sees that you're being careful. There could also be an expectation on their part that you're going to communicate something to them as well. Okay. What's in their heart space, please, toward Aries? What's in their heart toward Aries, please? Also, with that High Priestess energy, Aries, someone's seeing that that the connection with you is quite out of the ordinary, okay? Because the High Priestess is also about behind the veil. It's about the spiritual realm, universal secrets, that sort of thing. So someone is absolutely feeling that you have been divinely led towards them, basically. And it's interesting because that was pretty much the message that we got here with your Spirit Guide card. In their heart space, wow, Ten of Cups, Pisces energy. You're all that and a loaf of bread, Aries. You're literally, you're the bee's knees for somebody here with this Ten of Cups. You're their world. You're everything to them. Bearing in mind that that is one of the apex cards. It's the happy ending. Okay, also in their heart space, Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy, Eight of Swords, Gemini, and the Magician. Mercury energy, so that could be Gemini again, or Virgo. Could be, but doesn't have to be, okay. In their heart space, they're confused, okay. They don't know how to play the game, as it were. They don't know... they don't truly know how you feel towards them. They're very much overthinking the situation, and they're very concerned as well about coming across as being manipulative. Okay, they're absolutely overthinking how they expected to act around you. What if they say something that's out of turn, or what if they say something that could be taken out of context as well? They definitely are worried about coming across as being a bit irresponsible. This individual is very aware, Aries, and please don't take offence, okay, because no offence is meant to be taken. They're aware that you have trust issues. They're aware that you don't trust easily. They're more than aware of, to some extent, your power. And what I mean by that is you're very focused, right? And once you're focused on something, it's quite difficult to get you to look at something else, okay? That's what I mean by your power. It's like you've got a presence. It's a powerful presence. Some can misread that as domineering, okay? It's not you being domineering. It's just you know where it is that you want to get to in your life. It's that simple. It's like that quiet powerhouse vibe, okay? Now, in their mind, they're really concerned about you not taking them seriously. So I don't know if this is someone that you've known for a long time or if it's somebody that you've just met. For most of you, I am feeling that it's someone more recent. Okay, so it's someone relatively new in your life. That while they are observant, they're kind of going off on a little bit of a mental tangent as well. Okay, there's a lot of emphasis on them making a mistake. So they feel that basically they've only got one shot with you. They've only got one opportunity to make an impression, and if they fail to make an impression, then that's it, it's game over, basically. That's what I'm seeing in their heart space. There is anxiety here about you, Aries, there is, because this is someone who completely understands the depth of the connection. They understand how far it could go if they played their cards right. And this is the problem. They don't know how to play the cards that they've been dealt. They haven't a clue. There's, and I keep coming back to it because it's an irritating theme with them, that they're overthinking the situation, they're overcomplicating the situation, and what they're actually doing is they're preempting a problem before it's even become an issue. Okay, so that's what's going on with them. They're very confused, very conflicted. Don't get it muddled up though, okay, Aries. They're not confused about their feelings towards you, not even remotely. They're confused about how to come across to you like they're serious, but without being pushy, without being misjudged, maybe, as well, for some of them. There's something about this individual, Aries, where they might let their mouth run away with them sometimes. And sometimes they come out with something that, on the face of it, is really offensive, but it actually wasn't meant that way. There is certainly a lot of them putting their... what is it? They don't put their brain into gear before they speak. It just sort of comes out. So there is a huge worry with them about them slipping up in that kind of way, because there's something about your presence where they do take you seriously, and they know that they can't really afford to F up. Okay, what actions is this person likely to take toward Aries, please? Oh, thank you. 5 of Swords. Oh, okay, that's Aquarian energy. That's all about... sometimes it can be mind games and manipulation, depending on what else comes out with it, okay? The main point of the 5 of Swords is... competition. Someone who's in it to win it, someone who has to win at all costs, at all costs. What actions are they likely to take? Thank you. Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Okay. Actions are they likely to take toward Aries? Thank you. Knight of Coins. Okay, 2 Knights. Interesting. Some of you could be dealing with 2 different individuals, Aries. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign or an air sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some of you, you might be making a decision between these 2 individuals. You might be trying to figure out which of these 2 is the best fit for you. One of them you feel a very spiritual, deep connection with, and the other one you genuinely do enjoy their company. So for some, yeah, it's a really difficult choice, because the one that you feel this spiritual bond with, there's a lot of confusion surrounding that particular connection or relationship. For some of you with that spiritual connection, there's been a lot of water that's gone under the bridge. And you know, you've been through quite a lot with each other, and it's quite a heavy energy. And with the other individual, it's a lot more cheery, a lot more airy, a lot more light-hearted. So for some of you, the decision is between these 2 individuals. For others of you, this is just one individual who basically... They've not been completely forthright yet with their desires towards you, okay? There is a vibe here of like a secret admirer type situation, Okay, so two very, very different scenarios here. Please do bear in mind that this is a general read. I am reading for a lot of Aries or a lot of Aries cross-watchers. So it's up to you how the story fits, if it fits at all. But Aries, the most likely actions that this individual or one of these individuals is likely to take towards you is going to be very, very quick. It's going to be very sudden. That doesn't mean that they haven't thought through what it is that they're going to do. Again, there's something about the individual that you're dealing with, Aries, that tends to be misjudged quite a lot. It's like, I don't know, that they're very misrepresented in a lot of ways. So this quick, spur-of-the-moment action that they take towards you with the intent to win at all costs, it's something that they have thought very, very long and hard about with that Knight of Coins energy. A Knight of Coins is basically the complete opposite of the Knight of Swords, the complete opposite. It's someone who is very methodical, very thoughtful, very strategic. They've thought of a plan. They might have even written it down someplace as well. You know, that's how methodical the Knight of Coins is. It's someone who has already secretly done the risk assessment. They've already secretly weighed up the risk-reward factor. And they're ready any day now to bring this towards you, Aries. And their intent is to win at all costs, to win you, to win your love, to win your affections. And for some of you, yeah, to win your approval as well, depending on what type of connection it is that you have with this individual. Okay, because not for everybody this is going to be romantic. That's not going to be the case whatsoever. All right. So, yeah, someone is going to prove to you, Aries, their worth. They're going to prove to you exactly how much you mean to them. The energy at the bottom of the deck for this particular read I usually take as their blockage, and you have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is Mercury in Aquarius energy, and that's all about leaving the burdens, the emotional burdens behind and moving forward as best they can. So their blockage, Aries, it could well have been that they were stuck on someone or something from their past. And that's what all the mucking around that was going on in this situation was pertaining to. It was something or someone from their past that they felt that they couldn't quite move away from. And for a lot of you, it's not about a person per se, it's more about the actions that someone else did to them that really stuck with them. Like, it really affected them in a huge life-changing way, that they were unable to see a way forward from that particular situation. So I am seeing that they're doing a lot of work on themselves, and they're trying to get themselves to the point of not allowing their past to sabotage their future. And under their Knight of Cups, there you go, Pisces energy. That's your emotional conversation right there. That's your romantic invitation. That's heart chakra, fully open, being fully receptive to what the future has to offer with you, Aries. That's what was stopping them from coming out with this face to face on how much they love you. It was their past, an incident specifically for a lot of you, an incident from their past. So they were dealing with an individual who basically destroyed them, and it changed their view on the world. It changed their view on how life works. Then they've met you, and it's like you gave... You know when people say, oh, my faith in humanity has been restored. That's basically what they're telling you here, Aries. You have restored their faith in humanity. That's for Aries, please. The butterfly. Relationship evolve into the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. Boom. Right there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing energy. Looking closely, observing, nitpicking, creeping situation magnifying, things getting rectified and focus. So your person is really trying to keep things in perspective here, Aries. You have shown them that not everybody is out to hurt them, okay? And in a lot of ways as well, you're very, very similar to each other. Because the first thing that I saw in your energy, Aries, was that you also had trust issues. And I suppose to a certain extent everybody does. But the trust issues that you have and that your intended has are very, you know, they have stemmed from very, very serious things from your past that have played out. You know, trust issues can range. It's not just black and white, you know. So what I'm saying is the extent of your trust issues, you've been through similar, very, very similar. So if anybody's going to understand this individual, Aries, it is going to be you. It's for Aries, please. Children, okay, your love life is affected by children. It just basically indicates that there could be children someplace in the mix in this particular situation, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean babies or toddlers. It could even be adult children as well. All it indicates is somebody within this situation has children, regardless age, doesn't matter what age they are, that need to be taken into consideration with everything that they do. New love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So yeah, I was feeling for the majority of you, Aries, that this is pertaining to a connection that is newer in your life, and reconciliation. That is for those who are trying to pick between two individuals. Okay, that's for that timeline. Someone from your past is returning to your life, trying to reconcile with you. I was seeing clearly for the second group of Aries, the group that's trying to decide between someone newer and someone from their past. It's a really difficult decision there that you have to face, because for some of you, yeah, you did have children with the person from your past, which just complicates the situation even further. So yes, you can expect some kind of communication from them with the intent to basically get back together with you. So Aries, please. Thank you. Energy field adjustment, aura cleansing and health. Okay, it says a time for grounding, cleansing and energetic protection. Energy field adjustment. So with this one, Aries, if possible, try to observe rather than absorb. Okay, you don't have to take on everything all at once. Be mindful about who or what it is that you're putting your energies into, all right? Because there's something that you're investing yourself in that is not necessarily worth your energy. It's for Aries, please, in love. Okay. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those that you love. Right. So whenever I see that card, it tells me that someone has had a bit of a shock to the system, and they've realised that they can no longer afford to waste time on silly things. You know, it tells me that someone's really looking at things a lot differently, and they're no longer taking for granted the things that they used to take for granted. It's that age-old saying, life is too short, you know, life is too precious to waste. And then you've got wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So again, Aries, you do not have to make any kind of decision immediately. In fact, what you're being told here is to wait before you make any kind of decision. Okay, there's new information here that you're still needing before you can make that ultimate yes or no choice. So Aries, please. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Release control and trust the universe. It says a professional project may be ending now. Find the balance between your personal and your private lives. A time to stop fearing the worst. Interesting. So Aries, you were dealing with, I'm feeling past energy again with that one. It's like someone from your past, Aries. For those of you where your past is coming back in towards you, they've got some kind of control issue. It makes you feel really uncomfortable, actually. It's just like how they seem to think that they can come charging in and throw their weight around and everybody's going to do whatever it is that they say. I don't know, that kind of energy, it makes me feel a bit, ugh. We're seeing that any kind of difficult individuals like that you have been dealing with, Aries, you're going to be putting it to them straight, okay? You're not going to be sugarcoating anything. You're just going to be telling them straight how it is, the realities of the situation, and then you're going to be telling them the decision that you have made in due course. You're not going to be pushed into making a snap decision, which is what someone around you seems to think is going to happen. They seem to think if they keep pushing you and pushing you and pushing you that you're going to give them the answer that they want to hear. But it's not going to work out that way. Because all they're going to do is achieve in pushing you further and further away. And that's a different energy from the nice love interest that we saw in your tarot. It's a different energy. I can say that with complete certainty. It's a different energy. You have a healing message, please, for Aries. So Aries, please. Thank you. Ocean's bravery. Okay. Right. So with these cards, I always say you do get 3 messages, okay? The first message obviously comes from the creator of the deck. Your second and most important message comes from your own intuition while you're looking at the card. So anything that pops for you is an additional message for you. And then your third message comes from your reader and their intuition. Right, so it says, go forth and explore. You won't see much if you keep the shore always in sight. Be brave in your choices. This is not the time to be fearful. Someone who is close to you has a hidden side, and it is best to be mindful of this in your decision making. Wow. So any hunches that you've got about somebody right now, Aries, listen to it. Because your hunches are going to be correct. Your hunches are going to be pretty much on the money right now. You suspect someone around you who is up to no good or who is no good. And you are correct. And it's that one from your past. I get the strong feeling here, Aries, that you're going to pick the new love interest over the old. I genuinely do feel that. The older one is not very truthful. You're certainly being nudged towards trying something new. That's for certain. Because that's literally what that card, bravery, is all about. It's time to venture towards brand new horizons. It's time for you to metaphorically travel to places that you haven't yet traveled to. And that takes strength. That takes bravery. It's Aries focus, please. Aries focus. It's manifested. New desired reality is already present in your life. Vibrational alignment and astrology gives the edge. You do have some kind of behind the veil knowledge. Abso-friggin-lutely, yes you do. Your first card out was Spirit Guide. Your second card out was the High Priestess. Both of those cards are all about behind the veil. Aries, some of you have manifested a brand new beginning for yourselves. And that's where this new person pops in. This was not targeted. This was literally, you have sat there at some point and you've either thought it or you said out loud, when is it going to be my turn for my happy ending? When am I going to find my true love? You've sat there and you have manifested, either knowingly or unknowingly. For some of you, knowingly. You've manifested this brand new beginning, this brand new life. And you're going to see evidence of it. It's already manifested. It's lovely. It's really, really nice. Really nice energies. Right, so to conclude your reading, Aries, I do have a brand new deck. It's very, very similar to the Rebel deck, okay? So if anybody did not like the Rebel deck, then you're not going to like this deck. I tend to keep the Rebel deck for the beginning of the month reads because I don't want people getting bored with it. So yeah, this is an additional message for you. It can be quite foul-mouthed, the same as the Rebel deck, okay? So again, if anyone out there is not into that sort of thing, then yeah, I have warned you, okay? It's for Aries, please. Thank you. Okay, take a hint from a sloth. Slow the fuck down. Yeah, Aries. You don't have to make any kind of decision before you feel ready. Take a hint from a sloth. Take your fucking time. If you mean as much to someone as what they're telling you, then they will wait for you to be ready, and they will not try and force you before your time, okay? Just keep that one in mind. Really, really nice read. So that's what I have for you, Aries. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so is in the descriptions box and it's in the pinned comments below. There you can find a whole bunch of different information as well. Everything you could ever want to know about, you will find it in the descriptions and the pinned box. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi guys, so I just wanted to do this extra segment at the end of the videos to explain my table theme throughout the month of March. So my table theme is dedicated to a really beautiful, kind soul. She's called Karen. I'm not going to give her full name, obviously, because I would like to protect her full identity, but she's called Karen, and she's from the Maliseet tribe, which means the people of the beautiful river. And she sent me this, I hope I can pronounce it correctly. She sent me this Willamaskill, which is sweetgrass, and it's grown in her territory, and it's actually one of their 4 sacred medicines, so it's really special. She taught me how to use it properly and how to look after it, and she also sent this beautiful dream catcher as well, and that was actually handmade by a Mi'kmaq elder, and I keep this on my wall close to me at all times. And she also sent me this beautiful handmade card as well. I am completely and utterly grateful for her kindness and her generosity. It's absolutely incredible, and that's why I wanted to dedicate this month's theme purely to Karen and to her tribe and to her people, to her culture. It's honestly to have these items that are so utterly special is just so incredible. I'm so grateful. I'm so proud as well. So thank you so much, Karen. Wally one.